This is NR2003 Predicts. We take the entry list of the top 3 NASCAR series, send them through the N ratings algorithm, set them up by their provisional lineups, and set the forecast as they will be on race day, and we see what the computer says will be the finishing order on race day. The Truck Series visited Knoxville for the first time ever, and Grant Enfinger was the first one to the line, followed by Stuart Friesen, Zane Smith, Chase Briscoe, and John Hunter Nemechek. Brian Brown, the top dirt performer, and it was a bit of a messy race. 10 caution flags in total, 28 down. They were all out of the race. Chandler Smith trying to go for a playoff spot. Took a bit of a hit there. Carson Oscar as well, and Ben Rhodes, one of the winners of the season, only going to walk away with a 35th place finish. And in the Xfinity Series, it was Kyle Busch going 5 for 5 on the season. In the series, Daniel Hemrick, Austin Cindric make up the podium. Noah Gragson and AJ Allmendinger also there inside the top 5. This race not completely free of incident as Carson Ware and Joe Graf Jr. teammates both go out in the same accident. Ty Dillon also had a mechanical issue late that sent him back to 34th position after having a solid top 10 run. Now it's time for the Cup Series race with Chase Elliott, the hometown hero, out in front. Kyle Busch on the outside of row 1. Green flag out here at Atlanta. Well, it looks like Kyle Busch had the better initial start, but has no help from behind on the push. So Chase Elliott's going to go to the lead, Denny Hamlin just behind. And this will all cycle out eventually. Elliott dropping back a little bit, now Denny Hamlin out in front. Kyle Larson leading the way on average finish, 12.1 for him. 7 races to his credit here, although no victories, and trying to see what he can do to get into victory lane here. In terms of wins, Kurt Busch and Kevin Harvick tied for the lead, although Kurt Busch starting to slide back. Battle with his teammate for position. This is around the top 20. Going to need to do a little work to maintain his playoff position. Harvick leads the way on top 5s. He is inside the top 10 right now, 8th position, trying to see what he can do to make a move on Alex Bowman for 7th. His first Cup win came here back in 2001, but his latter 2 wins came in the past 4 races. Martin Truex Jr., 11 top 10s here, and at the moment outside of that top 10 mark, although he is still staying with the pack. Chase Elliott is in the 10th spot. He's 11th. Kyle Busch making a move to the lead, and he looks like he's going to pull it off over Brad Keselowski. Got the victory yesterday in the Xfinity race. Controversial regardless of intent, but he is going to be credited with that victory and now up in front, although he'll cycle back. Keselowski back to the lead, and now Larson trying to see what he can do to fight his way to the front. Had a chance at winning the race at this track back in March, led 269 laps, but he came up in the runner-up position. And now we're going to see a group of the front runners coming down the pit lane for a green flag stop. Keselowski, Busch, Hamlin among them. Morrison will come down a little bit later. And it looks like the 2 cars going to pay off on that strategy, although still has some competition from behind. Kyle Busch, Kevin Harvick, Denny Hamlin. But it looks like the 2 car is going to be the first one to get to the line to claim the first stage. Keselowski, Kyle Busch, Harvick, Hamlin, and Bowman up there in the top 5. And it looks like all 4 of the Hendrick cars, 5 through 8, they're all going to get stage points in this one. Chase Briscoe, the rookie, also up there inside the top 10. We get to the restart, and Larson's going with a 2-tire strategy here. He puts himself out in front, and Harvick also beats Keselowski off of pit lane as they take some service under the stage break. And it looks like Larson's not going to have that pay off. Tried to go for track position, and it has backfired. Being challenged from all ends to his left side from behind, his teammate Chase Elliott. He's going to be fading back really quickly all the way there to 10th. Chris Buescher trying to stay in the playoff hunt. Kurt Busch is a lap down along with Buescher, but the 17 car is ahead of him at the moment, so that would be a few points regained, but looks like stage points are out of the question. Meanwhile, Chase Elliott trying to fight his way back into the top 10 at the moment. All those Hendrick cars that were up there for the stage are not inside the top 10 now. Obviously, Larson trying a strategy that did not work out, but the other Hendrick cars not putting up fast cars at the moment. And look at this, 3 wide through the corner. Joey Logano, Kyle Busch, Denny Hamlin, they can't get off each other as they go through the turn and try to see who can take the lead. Kyle Busch led it last time. Looks like Logano got it that time. Matt Benedetto trying to work his way back into a relevant spot. He had a poor start to the season, picked it up in the middle section, but has fallen off a little bit again, and now trying to see what he can do inside the top 10 to gain some points. We're seeing here Keselowski's coming in along with Austin Dillon, not in the main group up front, but they are on the lead lap. They are the first ones to come down for service, and Kevin Harvick will be the next one. And we see now Denny Hamlin, Joey Logano, Martin Truex Jr. coming down. Looks like Kyle Busch stayed out, but Harvick coming down a little bit earlier than those guys. He is going to get a massive advantage. You can see Kyle Larson has gone a lap down as a result of his strategy call, and that is not what he needed. Harvick is going to take the stage win, followed by Hamlin, Logano, Truex Jr., and Kyle Busch. Both of the RCR cars up there in the top 10, and Matt Benedetto will get 1 stage point. So Harvick's out in front. He'll take the restart. Did not come down for service. I believe the only car that did come down for service was Chase Elliott, who's at the back of the field right now. Obviously, they're trying to make it on one more stop and trying to maintain track position while holding onto a set of tires. It looks like Kyle Busch has been into the back of somebody. A little bit of hood crunch on his car, and it looks like the 8 car has a similar issue. Bit of damage on both of those vehicles. Ryan Blaney was the winner here back in March, and he is trying to work his way through this lap traffic, hoping that they're going to hold up the rest of the lead group, and it looks like it's going to work out. And suddenly Kurt Busch has come on with a lot of speed. He is a lap down, but he is trying to maintain pace. Someone who's not maintaining pace was a driver that got stage points in stage 1, Alex Bowman. He is going to get passed up by both Harvick for a lap and Busch for a position. Harvick had a big lead building, but he's going to come down the pit lane on lap 205 for his final service. This will give him enough gas to get to the end. He'll also put on his last set of tires. Here comes Denny Hamlin, Ryan Blaney, Joey Logano. They're coming down at lap 209. Harvick comes down 4 laps before them, and that is going to help him build a big advantage with just under 50 laps to go. Oh, we got a problem here for Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Looks like he has engine issues. He is going to take it down pit lane, and it looks like they're going to pull it behind the wall. They're going to try to get it fixed, but it looks like that's going to drop him to last place. So far, so clean. No incidents like we had yesterday, or in the truck race for that matter. As we see Denny Hamlin starting to chip away at that lead that Kevin Harvick built up by taking that early service. Ryan Blaney doesn't look like he's going to have the speed to get to the victory here today. Still putting up a solid performance inside the top 10. Hamlin trying to continue to gain on Harvick. This is going to be a good day for him no matter what, because he is going to be well ahead of the 5 car in terms of trying to extend his points lead in the standings. But coming to the white flag, look at this. Hamlin has caught up to Harvick, and now going to the inside. Harvick's going to try the outside, but Reddick's taking the line, and Hamlin goes to the lead on the final lap. Harvick had about a 12-second advantage about 50 laps ago, and now it is all gone. Harvick trapped behind Reddick, and Hamlin shoots to the lead. He has just 1 win at this racetrack that came in 2012, but he has had 3 top 5s in the past 4 races, and it looks like victory number 2 is going to come right here. For first win on the season, Denny Hamlin wins at Atlanta. What a comeback. Didn't look like that lead was ever going to evaporate, but immediately after that pit stop, Denny Hamlin starts chipping away at the lead and gets there on the final lap. It's going to be Hamlin, Harvick, Logano, Truex Jr., and Kyle Busch making up the top 5. Ryan Blaney, Brad Keselowski giving Penske all top 10s, along with Matt Benedetto, technical partner. William Byron, the only Hendrick car inside the top 10 after they put all 4 inside in stage 1. They're all going to finish with top 20s, but obviously looking for better finishes. Daniel Suarez with a respectable 14th place run. Kurt Busch is just going to edge out Chris Buescher. That's a big note in the playoff standings. 2 Stewart Haas cars outside the top 20. Eric Almirola in 22nd, Cole Custer in 29th. And near the back of the field, it's pretty standard, this one. Didn't have a lot of accidents. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. just had an engine issue, and that put him at the rear of the field. So, pretty standard finishing order for this one. That is it for NR2003 Predicts. We hope you enjoy the race, and we will see you all next time.